Jake Morrison wiped hydraulic fluid from his hands and surveyed the wreckage in Bay 7. The small transport had come in hot, scraping half its hull against the docking clamps. Fuel lines ruptured, navigation systems fried, life support hanging by a thread. And inside, a woman was dying. She was Azurian, tall and elegant even while bleeding, her skin shifting through panic colors from blue to deep purple. The crash harness had saved her life, but left her with broken ribs and a punctured lung. Her breathing came in wet, rattling gasps. "Please," she managed, her translator barely functional. "Must reach homeworld. Peace talks. If I don't arrive, war." Jake had heard rumors about the Azurian Krelliks conflict brewing in the Outer Rim. Centuries of tension finally boiling over. This woman, diplomat, he guessed from her formal robes, was probably someone important. "Your ship's dead," Jake said bluntly. "Hull integrity's compromised, reactors cracked. Even if I could fix it, you'd be unconscious for blood loss in an hour." Her colors dimmed to ash gray. Despair. "Then billions will die." Jake looked at his own ship sitting in Bay 3. The rusty Phoenix, 20 years old, held together with aftermarket parts and stubborn pride. His home, his livelihood, his only way off this rock if things went sideways. He'd bought her with money saved from 15 years of working double shifts. Every credit earned, every meal skipped. She wasn't much, but she was his. "How long to reach Azuria?" he asked quietly. 14 hours. "But I cannot." "Yeah, you can." Jake grabbed a medical kit. "I'll patch you up enough to survive the trip. Phoenix is fueled and ready. Autopilot can get you there." Her colors flickered with confusion. "You would give me your ship? Loan it. You'll bring her back, right?" The woman stared at him like he will die. Jake started sealing her wounds with biofoam. "And because my ma raised me to help people when I could. Now shut up and let me work." 3 hours later, the rusty Phoenix launched with the Azurian diplomat aboard. Jake watched from the control tower as his ship, his only ship, became a dot against the stars. The station manager found him still standing there at dawn. "You're an idiot, Morrison. She's probably selling it for scrap right now." Jake shrugged. "Maybe." 26 hours later, the sky above station Kepler 9 turned dark. Not with clouds, with ships. 325 warships of the Azurian Imperial Fleet materialized from hyperspace, their elegant hulls gleaming like mother of pearl. The station's defense grid nearly had a meltdown. A priority transmission overrode every comm channel. "Attention station, Kepler 9. We seek the human known as Jake Morrison." The entire station population turned to stare at Jake, who'd been halfway through his breakfast synthetic eggs. "Oh hell," he muttered. An hour later, Jake stood in his bay as a royal transport landed. The ramp descended, and out walked the diplomat he'd saved, now dressed in full imperial regalia, her colors of brilliant gold. Behind her marched an honor guard in ceremonial armor. But it was the figure that followed that made Jake's knees weak. Emperor Thelzon himself, ruler of the Azurian collective, 7 feet of regal presence and ancient authority. The human Jake Morrison, the Emperor's voice resonated through the bay. "Do you know who you saved?" "A diplomat." Jake tried. "My daughter, Crown Princess Ziratel, first of her name, heir to the Azure Throne." The Emperor's colors rippled with something Jake couldn't identify. "She tells me you gave her your only ship, your livelihood, the rarest substance in the known galaxy. Enough to buy a fleet. That's too much. You gave everything you had to save the life of a stranger," Ziratel said, her colors warm amber. "Not for reward, not for recognition, because it was right." She stepped closer. "Do you know what happened when I reached homeworld?" "Peace talks." "Better. I carried proof that humans value life above profit." The Krellic Council was moved. The treaty was signed within hours. Her colors shifted to deep blue, profound respect. "You prevented a war that would have consumed 17 systems." The Emperor placed a heavy hand on Jake's shoulder. "The Azurian Empire does not forget its debts. You will never want for anything again. But more," his colors became fierce gold. "You have earned something rarer than wealth. You have earned our friendship. All of Azuria knows your name now. All of Azuria knows that one human with nothing gave everything. Jake looked at the fortune before him, at the 325 warships hanging in orbit, at an emperor bowing to a nobody mechanic from Earth. He said quietly, needed to help. Ziratel smiled. Yes, you did. And that, Jake Morrison, is why humans terrify us. Terrify. You'll sacrifice everything for a stranger. Imagine what you'd do for a friend. The emperor